Okay. Good morning, 6am, and welcome back for another exciting, chronically interrupted term of school. I hope you're as excited as I am to be back. I hope you had a very relaxing time and enjoyed time with your family without having to do school stuff. And I hope you didn't drive your families nuts, okay? I know my son drove me nuts the whole time, but you get that. You'll take it when you can. Firstly, happy birthday to George for yesterday. Hope you had a good day, mate. Hope you were spoilt lots. Good stuff. Now, we'll get straight into it because we do have a lot that we have to go through. There are some changes that we've made. There's some things, some changes the government have made, some changes to the way that we're doing stuff. And there's a whole heap of expectations for what we're going to do, what we're going to get through, and what we're going to submit, and how we're going to submit everything. Okay? So I've uploaded a document called Term 2 Stage 3 Online Learning Expectations. It says next to it, very important, and that's because it is very, very important. This is set out by the whole of Stage 3 with assistance from the executive staff to make sure that we are getting everything through that we need to be doing for you. Okay, so the first thing in the online expectations is the must-have apps and programs. We generally use them anyway, okay? You guys have got most of them. It's Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff through Google Slides this term because it brings everything together a bit better, okay? So we need those 4 apps: Drive, Docs, Sheets, and Slides. Another very important document that we have uploaded and will be changing as the time goes on is the weekly timetable. We're going to have to stick to this timetable this time, guys. I know I went off timetable quite a bit last time. I have to actually stick to the timetable and make sure that everything's being taught in real time on the timetable, okay? We'll still have our fun times and stuff like that, but I have to be putting the work up as scheduled by Stage 3, okay? Otherwise, I'll be in the naughty corner. So weekly timetable, it's up for week 1, which is only Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll put another one up for next week, and then every week we'll be updating it as we have to because we know that they're going to have a staggered approach to bringing kids to school and all the rest of it. So we'll have to work through that. Okay, daily check-in. This is a very, very big one. Your daily check-in is your way of letting us know that you're here. I have to mark the roll before 9:15. Miss Stolk needs to upload my roll before 9:15, so you need to check in before 9:15, okay? If you don't feel comfortable putting a selfie in, just go to the selfies assignment and click turn in, okay? I'm not gonna roast you because you haven't got a photo there. Just turn it in and that says that you're there. I can look and it says, okay, 29, or there's 26 of you, so I don't know how 29 of you are gonna do it, but 26 people have responded. They are all here, they are all online, blah, blah. I can use that to mark the roll, okay? Daily attendance, okay, you need to be doing your work every day. You need to be online every day. You need to be letting us know that you're here every day plus submitting work, okay? Don't just check in and not submit anything. All right, you need to be submitting work because that's part of it. If you're not engaging with the material, you are classed as absent, okay? Question time, something new, okay? So we've got other things that we are expected to be doing at the same time as teaching, guys, which is quite painful. Especially, but we're going to be having the kids in and kids out, all the rest. It's going to be really hard to be online and answer your questions every 5 minutes. So we've set aside some question time. Okay, there's 2 lots of question time with your classroom teacher. One of them is in the morning and one is in the afternoon. The idea of the afternoon one is every day your work will go up at 2 o'clock. You have a look through your work and find any questions that you might need to ask for tomorrow's work. Type them into the stream and we'll come on at question time and we'll go boom, okay, done, answered. If there's anything you may have missed, ask it in the morning before question time and we'll answer it in the question time, okay? So you need to be checking after question time or during question time to make sure that your questions have been answered. If you see something in the stream that you have an answer to, answer it, okay? Otherwise, it'll wait until question time. We're gonna try and get there every question time on time and get through everything, okay? There's also one for your maths group teacher. The afternoon before, have a look at your maths group work as well. Pop the questions in and they'll answer the questions in question time, okay? We want to stay on top of all this so that we can get you guys working nice and smoothly. We don't want you guys bugging your parents all the time, asking them questions, because it is there, okay? Our stream is there to ask questions. Pop your questions in and they'll be answered. When we ask questions, don't just say, I don't get it, okay? I know we get a bit lazy and we say, I don't get it, I don't know what to do. Read through the assignment. So the day sheet will tell you what you're going to do. Click on the assignment and it will guide you through what you're doing, okay? So read your day sheet, read the assignment, and then if you have questions, say, I don't understand on page 3 of the Google Slides in the English blah, 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 what we have to do with the writing sample blah, blah, blah. Okay, then we can explain it. I don't get it, or I don't know what to do, doesn't help anybody, okay? Because then that becomes 8 or 9 questions back and forward just to understand what you're talking about. All right, so make sure you tell us what your questions are. All right. If you don't have questions in question time, just start your work, okay? So you've got extra time. Submission of tasks. We are working on Google Classroom. We're not working on Seesaw. There are a couple of people who are uploading everything to Seesaw. I'm not going to be looking for work on Seesaw anymore because we are doing Google Classroom. If it's on Seesaw, it's not done. Okay? You need to upload to the assignment on Google Classroom. If it's in the stream, it's not done. Upload to the assignment. Your Google Slides will update as they go and we can see what work you've done, okay? You update that at the end of the slides. When you've finished all of the slides, you turn them in, okay? But to the assignment, do not turn anything into the stream. Do not turn anything into Seesaw anymore because we're just going to be lost. We can't go looking for all your stuff. Google Classroom assignment. Okay. We have got different teachers as well looking after different things. So these teachers will be coming in and out and commenting on your work. So don't be shocked to see different teachers looking at your work and saying, like commenting on what you've done or something like that, because they've been asked to come in and have a look, and that's part of their job to look after that part of the class work, okay? So we've got, I think, Miss Wilson looking after history. Mr. Hannah Smith, I'm sure you've seen him around. He is looking after technology. He's got a new thing called Tinker, which is a coding thing, and he's going to be sending work through on our technology time. He'll be looking after that. Of course, music, we go to the music Seesaw. I've put in the daily sheet today. You need to let me know if you haven't got the music code. I'll be putting a music code up at some stage today when I've spoken to Miss Graham. And then you have 1 hour from when that code goes up. And if you do not get that code in that hour, there's not a lot I can do for you because I can't keep messaging Mrs. Graham every half hour saying, oh, the kids didn't use the code, can I get a new one? You need to make sure that you have used that code when I've put it up, okay? So, main overview of the day. Check in with your selfie. If you don't want to put a selfie, put a photo of something interesting around your house. If you don't want to do that, just hit turn in, okay? We've said that before. Read all the material, watch the video, this video. We now have a weekly maths challenge that's going up. It'll just come up as weekly maths challenge. It's an open-ended task, so you are going to be spending the mornings between 9 and 9:15 after checking in and looking at all the work and everything, answering part of that question, okay? The one this week is something about library books or something. There's about, I don't know, 1,187 answers, I suppose. Something like that. Something ridiculous, okay? You need to come up with as many of them as you can. So just come up with some today, come up with some tomorrow, come up with some Friday, and we hand it in, okay? Spelling, we're still doing our wonderful sound waves unit. So you're just moving on to the next part of your sound waves booklet. I believe that should be 11, but don't quote me on that. English, very new concept for English. We are now running English through Google Slides. This week we're running it through Google Slides, and next week. We're running it through Google Slides. It is studying a book, a picture book, or there is one novel, and it's working through a bit of comprehension and a lot of persuasive writing, okay? Each fortnight you're going to be expected to put together a persuasive piece based on the information you've been given, based on all the stuff that it has there. You answer everything in the Google Slides. There's a copy for everyone. You just click on it. That's your copy, type blah, blah. We can see what you've done, and then you turn it in at the end of the fortnight, and we can look at the overall, okay? I need you to keep up with that. You need to be doing English every day at the right time. You need to stick to the timetable, okay? After English, we have got lunch, okay? Then after lunch, we've got maths. It's maths groups, okay? Jump in your maths groups. Let the teacher know you're there. Ask any questions. Make sure in that question time you've asked your questions. Read through the questions and answers to see if someone else has already asked it, or to see if something can jog your memory. Okay, after maths groups, we have got music. As I said, go to the music room, blah, blah, Seesaw. That's the only thing you're doing on Seesaw. Now, the new thing is 1:55 to 1:20 is review and question time, okay? You'll be going and looking at all the work for tomorrow that will show up at about 2 o'clock. We'll have to bring it a bit before 2 o'clock. And asking any questions in the stream then, okay? And we'll be online answering those questions for tomorrow's work. And that'll get that done, okay? Once again, if you've got questions you don't ask this afternoon, you can ask them in the morning. After that, we've got 2:20 till 3 o'clock. We've got PE, okay? We're doing fundamental movement skills for PE. The way it works is we'll give you a different skill that you have to practice each day. You need to film yourself doing it. You need to find the rubric that's attached and mark yourself on the rubric to say how you went, okay? Do it as many times as you can to get excellent at it, and then mark yourself off as excellent, okay? Today's side gallop, but something that you'll be okay with, okay? They're not really difficult skills. We're making sure that we're keeping it simple with the skills so that you're not gonna fail miserably without having assistance, okay? Once you've done that, have some fun, okay? Go and run around, use some energy, burn as much energy as you can, okay? Once you've uploaded. Okay, after that, watch the afternoon video, and then it's your time. Okay, so you'll see that we're not cramming as much into the day as we used to. We're bringing it back to giving time in between to get stuff sorted out, rather than say, okay, you got to do this, 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 you got to do this. We're kind of spacing it out for you, but we're putting time for you to ask questions and stuff in the time that we would generally be working, okay? Just to make sure that you guys aren't going nuts with how much work there is. We're trying to keep it simple for you, okay? Make sure you're asking questions, all right? Question time, make sure you're asking questions. If you have questions, pop them up there, and if I see them, I'll answer them, but like in other times. But pop your question in whenever you think of it, and if someone's there to answer it, they can answer it as well, okay? But try and keep to the question times. All right. I hope I haven't confused you too much. I hope you are all excited for the challenge ahead, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm really looking forward to catching up when you're all actually in school, okay? That's going to be the best part. When we're all back together, we'll be able to work through some really interesting stuff. We've got some exciting stuff planned for when you come back, and we're working on some other stuff as well, okay? So I'll talk to you later on. Bye.